everyone. My name's Jaclyn Hergott, and I'm with 10 Management and 10 Talent Agency. I started out in the industry as a child actor. I made my professional debut in Gypsy with Alexandra Billings at the age of 8. And then I was doing Annie and all the musicals around town. So that's how I started. And my mother is a television producer. So she was the one who kind of got me in right away young and got me into this amazing world. A typical day at the agency is always going to look different. We never know what we're going to come into that day. The main thing is dealing with breakdowns that are coming in. So dealing with casting directors, producers, getting our talent, submitting them and pushing them for projects. We're also constantly scouting and meeting new faces. So auditioning people, helping with development. So, doing testing and building their portfolio. So there's so many different elements and things that we work on a day-to-day basis. But that's the fun of it, is we never know what we're going to get. I think the biggest highlight for me is coming back to Chicago after living and working in New York City and being able to kind of build something completely new that never existed before. So that's really cool. I joined and it was a fashion agency, and then I helped launch the on-camera division, doing commercials and print and now TV film, and then building a Real Families division and content creators. So we really just built something here in Chicago. And I think the thing about Chicago too is that it's had the same agencies here for 30 years. It's the same people. So kind of having a fresh take has, I think, kind of shaken things up in Chicago, which is fun. So the talent that we represent, we have actors, models, artists, and influencers, and we are a SAG franchise agency, so we rep both union and non-union talent. And now we are doing Real Families too, so we have tons of, we don't have a kids division, but we'll rep kids if it's within a family. So Chicago, I would say, is a commercial market for sure. Lots of print and catalog work, and then tons of TV. There's a lot of TV film going on now in Chicago, which is exciting. We did start as a fashion agency, so I would say there is e-com and fashion bookings. It's not as much as it is in New York, but overall I would say it's heavy in TV and commercials. So when I have a new face come in, it has to be, their energy has to be there. They have to have that look, something different. They have to bring something to the table. So it's not just how they look, but their personalities, any special skills that they have. There has to be an edge, something more that wants me to want more and learn more about them. So really now it's being the full package. Yeah, so as soon as we sign somebody, I think the first step is definitely pictures, because the way that we're submitting them to the clients is based off of their portfolios. I mean, every now and then you will book somebody off of their clean digitals, which is super exciting, because then that the clients are really excited about them. But typically that's step one, getting those photos done, whether it's headshots, lifestyle shots, fitness, whatever categories it is that they fit in. And then it's just about going on those auditions, getting familiar with, showing up in the room. Now because of COVID, it's a lot of self-tapes, but we are seeing people go back to in-person. And then just kind of doing that until you land something. So just really getting used to the hustle of it and not giving up, not being afraid of rejection, going in with a positive attitude. That's one of the most important things, is because you could go on 50 auditions and kind of be what's going on? Why isn't this working? And it will eventually happen. Some people are lucky and it happens right away. And some people, it does take a little bit more for it to click in. So patience, positive attitude, and willing to put in the work. So the photos that are necessary for a new face, it really depends on your brand and what it is, the types of clients that your agent sees you booking. So if you're a lifestyle talent, if you're a fashion talent, it's going to be different. Or if you're strictly just an actor who wants to kind of go into commercials. So definitely for actors, you always need a standard headshot. and make sure that you're shooting with a photographer that specializes in actor headshots. That's really important. And then for lifestyle, I usually want like fitness, beauty. Those are kind of the categories, or just, clean cut type of images. And then for fashion, you really have to, we send mood boards to our talent. So that's how we kind of help guide them in the right direction. We pair them up with a photographer, send a mood board. So, cause we know our clients. So it's really knowing like what type of images will your clients want to see and how they'll book you. So I think the biggest thing is just having that communication with whoever it is that's representing you. To stay hungry. And what I mean by that is just like always wanting to want more, wanting to put in the work and really be a yes, say a yes. Just take all the opportunities that come to you. Because I've noticed those are the people that really succeed, or the people that will kind of just jump in and give it their all. So just say yes. Now, casting directors and clients are going to your social pages, and it's almost like your portfolio. So it's really important that you keep it professional. And if you want to have a personal page, I always tell my talent that's fine, but I would make it private and then make another one that's specific to what it is that you do. So if you're an actor, you could show the classes that you're taking, show your headshots, show scene work, really make it as if it's your online portfolio. In regards to growing an audience, I think networking is the biggest thing. Now we have stories and lives, so connect with other people that are in your field. Maybe you want to do an Instagram story with another fellow actor. I know Clubhouse is really big right now. I've only done it a couple times, but I know there's like actor groups in there. So just meeting other people and connecting, I think, is the way to grow an authentic audience for sure. When you walk into an audition room, a casting director will know, and you hear this all the time, and it's true, they'll know within seconds if you're going to be right without even opening your mouth. And that's the energy that you bring into the room. Because one, they want to work with somebody who brings that onto set. You don't want to work with somebody who's moping around with negativity. You want that, that confidence, that energy, and that's also how it's going to read on camera. So to the audiences out there, and to, this is all advertising. So, we need that positivity and that personality to translate across the camera. So in regards to wardrobe and callbacks, I think it's really important that you kind of strip everything away. So, nails, we don't want to see like crazy colors or tips. We don't want to see a lot of makeup and red lips. We want to see it like very plain, simple. So it could be, black skinny jeans with a black tank top, just very basic, solid colors, nothing that's going to distract us, not too much jewelry. Hair should be typically how you wear it. So if you wear your hair curly, I want to see it curly. Keep it to how you look every day. And then I think for women, just some mascara, blush, maybe a little bit of lip gloss is more than enough. We don't want to see a ton of makeup on your face. So keep it simple and keep it stripped down. That's usually the best bet for you. My biggest tip for talent is to really do your research, know who you're speaking to, know who you are, the types of work that you want to do, what your goals are, and really take classes and put in the work. Don't just show up on our door and say, I want to be a model or I want to be an actor. Okay, great. But what did you do to get to that next level to show us that you're actually willing to put in the work? Because we have people who come to us with nothing. And I'd rather them take those steps first and then come to us. So do your homework is number one. Yeah, so I've been to CMTC, I don't even know how many years now, but I'm always so impressed by the talent that come, every year. And I think it's because they do prepare. And what I would say to do is definitely wardrobe, pick out your outfits. What are you going to wear? All of your pieces, make sure to be memorized. If you have commercial copy or if it's a song that you're doing, be prepared where you're memorized, you're ready to go, so that when you have that confidence when you're performing in front of all the judges, it's in your memory, and you're not gonna, screw up. It's not gonna, mess you up. So that's the thing. Just show up prepared with a good attitude, and I think that you'll do great. I like to scout for new faces at CMTC because I know I will always get quality talent. Everybody always comes in with a really positive attitude, and I think that's because of the staff. Everyone's so warm and welcoming, and it just makes the whole thing like relaxed and easy, and it makes everyone perform better. So it makes me want to learn and meet all of the talent, and I always find people at CMTC. So I'm so excited to come back as soon as we can. So I started my podcast called Make Waves in January, and I interview casting directors and people within the business. It's really everybody within the entertainment space and all types of artists. And I try to ask questions that people ask me and things that I want to learn too. So it's on YouTube and Apple Podcasts. And I love referrals. So if anybody ever wants to hop on or have questions, you could follow me on Instagram. It's Jaclyn Sage. And all the information is there as well.